A decision will be handed down on September 25th on the election petition filed by Ambassador Ian Liburd challenging the results in constituency number 1 of the 2020 general elections. This case involves 96 rejected ballots, of which, according to the legal team representing Ambassador Liburd, more than 60 were cast in his favor. All parties agree that the returning officer did not follow the legislation, which required him to isolate the rejected ballots and also required him to make detailed notes of the rejected ballots, including their serial numbers, so that a judge can easily identify them in the event of a challenge. However, the rejected ballots can still be identified because they are the only ones which are not punched with a puncher during the count. Dane Hamilton QC gave submissions on behalf of the returning officer and said that although no special records were kept, there's enough to show that inspection is required to get to the bottom of the matter and see that justice is done. Following oral arguments Thursday from all parties regarding the application to inspect the rejected ballots for the 5th of June election, Justice Trevor Ward QC has reserved his decision. Mr. Douglas Mendez, SC, argued that the justice requires that the electorate should have the representative of their choice. If Ambassador Liburd is correct that 60 of the rejected ballots were actually valid votes cast in his favor, then the electorate is being deprived of the representative which they have chosen, according to Douglas Mendez. Mr. Anthony Astafan, SC, arguing on behalf of Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, who was returned as the parliamentary representative for Constituency 1, argued that the rejected ballots were not isolated during the count, and they have not been identified with sufficient particulars by the counting agents. Therefore, inspection of the ballots must be denied. He also argued that only an X inside the box is a valid vote, and that circle and ticks and other marks are not valid votes. The High Court judge advised that he will aim to deliver his decision by September 25th. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.